Bien, bien, bien. Estamos en directo, sí. Si hay alguien en el directo, me dejan ahí en los comentarios si se oye bien o no. Porque la verdad es que estoy haciendo directo con headset y es la primera vez que lo estoy haciendo, así que no sé si algo bien. Así que ahorita no queremos, bueno, yo no quiero ver un Grand Theft Rancho 5 otra vez. Ya lo habían mostrado y creo que Rockstar debe enfocarse en el 6. Me encantaría ver un Batman, eso sí, me encantaría ver un Batman. Vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí. No sé si se oye bien, estoy viéndome en el teléfono, no sé, a ver, cuánto lag. Parece que sí hay bastante, no sé. Bien, sí se oye. Algún remaster que nos vas a regalar, un DLC de Horizon, Uncharted. No sé, cuéntanos, Sony, ¿qué nos vas a sacar? Me gustaría saber si van a mostrar el Play 5 ya con su precio para que empecemos a ahorrar y dejemos de... Jueves 6 de agosto. State of Play. Dijeron que iban a mostrar cosas de VR. Yo no tengo VR, así que no estoy tan interesado. Dijeron que iban a mostrar cosas indies un año más, y poder seguir sacando ganancias en el año ventana de lanzamiento de la Play 5, para que el jugador humilde, así como nosotros, vayamos haciendo el espacio y podamos conseguir la Play 5. No creo ver nada de God of War. Sí estoy muy a la expectativa que nos van a mostrar. Es el remake de Resident 4. No sé qué número de remake va a ser, pero sería bueno. Estoy seguro que así va a ser. ¿Qué más? Algún Mass Effect, algún remaster de Days Gone para Play 5. 40 segundos. Ustedes no sé con qué retraso lo están viendo, pero al menos para mí son 40 segundos. Bueno, 30 horas. Ahorita estamos en directo, no hay problema. Lo estoy subiendo a 480 para tratar de tener el menor retraso y no salirme del directo. Y dos play. Hello. Nos congelamos, Sony. No, ahí está encendiendo la Play 4. Ahí está, ya encendió. Esta debe ser nuevita porque no se oye la turbina. Bien, dejémoslo así.
Devious villains Neocortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as this is where Crash's adventure first started and where we pick things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash Trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here.
Okay, yo me
Skins
acuerdo
are
que había
earned by
salido.
completing different challenges and flip your center of gravity.
Muy a lo Mario Galaxy.
Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you.
Es con máscaras que
Or
tienes
Lonnie
esos
Lowly, who allows you to phase
poderes.
shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash
No
4.
puedo cambiarle la calidad
You
ahorita.
know, a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up his old...
Okay.
There's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, bumpa-berry-fueled daily environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experience is in store for them.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
Tiene de todo
We
un
open the
poco,
show
dice.
with an all-new look at Crash 4.
Ay, muy a la
It's About
Nintendo.
Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd.
En octubre 2.
Now let's keep the party going with the latest from IO Interactive.
Hitman 3. Vamos a ver Hitman.
Besides, this is your big day.
En VR.
You should mingle, have fun.
Oh, don't
No se
worry
ve
about
bien en
that.
VR.
My art speaks for itself.
Well, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back tonight.
Me gusta cómo se ve en VR. Y ya lo incluye el juego, dice. Hitman 3. Solo mostraron el VR. Oh, la trilogía completa en VR el otro año, si llegamos. No es un gameplay real, dice. Sí, porque la vela se veía muy... Doctor Strange. Es un rompecabezas. Es el anillo de Dumbledore. Arena, azúcar, quién sabe. Tienes que... No. Miren, ese sí parece que va a ser el gameplay. Bread. Aniversario, edición de aniversario.
We are happy to
Ok.
announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic
Animations for smoother motion.
improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever.
No, nunca
So
lo
if you want to
jugué.
learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Barney.
Everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
Interesante. Me recuerda a Link Crossbow Training.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition. You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
Sí, muy al estilo Zelda.
Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
Sí. Interesante, interesante.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle.
Visión de...
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
Sí, es un Zelda en versión indie, creo.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks. You'll be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Tiene su rollo espiritual también.
And Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
Ah, sí. Igualito. En diciembre.
It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first
Edna.
place. So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so
Tiene
that more people
multijugador.
can play the game together.
Como siempre,
And I also
PlayStation
wanted
Plus
to include
será
that feeling
requerida.
of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game it's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky
Goonies
community
HD.
is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets.
Ese es
But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets
esta
are
propuesta,
the
digamos
ones
que es
that
para
even I don't
una
know
vez.
about. Surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting.
Hacerle claro, es para un público que le gusta, digamos, cosas más rudas que las que vemos en Nintendo, ¿no? Porque ese tipo de trajecitos no los miramos muy frecuentemente en Nintendo. Y tiene multijugador, parece. Y en Zelda no hemos visto un multijugador bueno, digamos. Focus Home Interactive.
Gods have screamed for my mercy. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
Sí, mucho indie ahorita. Estoy viendo el teléfono. Play 4. Ok. Pesca peligrosa, ¿cómo es que se llama lo de Discovery? Uy, peligroso. Eso está raro.
Come join me on the island. Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense! I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist!
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is.
Pokémon Stadium en versión Snacks.
He misses Papa. Oh, of course he does!
Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff and
Atrapando Oreos por aquí y por allá. ¿Qué es eso? Ay, se reventó toda la naranja. En diciembre para Play
There's a lot
5.
more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
VR, Lucasfilms.
Understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force?
Se ve bien. Aunque creo que los movimientos se van a ver limitados, ¿no? O sea, ¿se imaginan a alguien con el VR tratando de dar vuelta y... No, los movimientos solo serían así. Por cierto, hoy estrenamos nuevo capítulo de The Last of Us a las 6, hora de México, creo. Y después vamos a tener un episodio de Heavy Rain. Naruto. Una versión de control para Play 5. A una expansión. Full HD. Ay, PlayStation. Uy, qué feo nombre. Play 5.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
We are manipulate.
Aslan.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
No es un Assassin's Creed, ¿o sí?
Authority and steel will not stop us.
¿Alguna versión de Thief?
We aren't an invading army.
Eso dolió rico.
We are wraiths. We bypass defenses. We take back what was stolen.
Solo para mayores de 18 años lo vamos a cambiar la clasificación.
To others, we are rivals.
Barbarians, así se va a llamar. Tiene que ver con el famoso cuento de Robin Hood, ¿no? La flecha nos decía algo. Bueno, para Play 5. A ver, pequeño Juan. El video fue capturado en una Play 5, dice. Animal Crossing. Ah, es Splatoon.
Action epic launching this holiday.
En diciembre, señores. Creo que este ya lo habían anunciado, ¿verdad? Sí, Godfall. No, Godfall. Sí, este ya lo habían anunciado. ¿Mostrarán gameplay?
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today.
Eso no me gusta.
Please enjoy.
Si es para mejor,
so let's jump right into
adelante,
what Godfall
pero
is.
si no.
Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. And fire. Godfall is
típico,
a complete package.
los
All
elementales.
loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions. No waiting for content. It's all
Sí,
in the game on day
microtransacciones.
one.
Eso es
As you
bueno
adventure,
para la
you'll get
comunidad.
to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall.
A ver.
First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In perspective, the melee combat in Godfall
como
is
en un
intended to be
RPG,
fluid,
creo.
dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense.
Sistema de
More often than
experiencia.
not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're armed, the two-handed warhammer and the two-handed greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, the dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher, a coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light multiple nearby targets. Then there's spiral technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets.
Al mostrar que los tipos de armas le quitaron la gracia al
just
juego.
as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course, you can perform an R3
Yo lo miro un tanto inspirado en God of War. Lo demuestran.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
Más o menos, más o menos. Para estar disponible para diciembre, creo que no. Creo que sigue prometiendo mucho, pero creo que nos va a fallar.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek
esperábamos la gran cosa, así que las expectativas no estaban por los cielos, así que ni modo. No hubo nada relevante, nada mega importante, algunas actualizaciones. No mostraron el precio del Play 5, así que digamos que nos van a seguir esperando. Creo que van a esperar que Microsoft dé el primer tropiezo al dar el precio del Xbox Series X con se veía un poquito lento, pero uy, Velanova, tal vez no nos ponen copyright por eso. Gracias por ver, nos vemos hasta